everyone, it's Kayla Woodhouse with the Right Nook, here to talk to you about lesson number 12, the dangers of showing and telling. So in the lesson we talked about showing and telling, and hopefully by now you understand those concepts, so I won't try and re-explain what showing and telling is. But I'd like to talk about two ways that you can look for either over or under showing and telling in your own manuscript. So the first tip I have is looking for words that you use too much. This applies not only to showing and telling, but just using words in general. We all have pet words that we overuse. Sometimes they're ly adverbs like only, really, beautifully, etc. Sometimes they are beats and tags. I overuse smiled, giggled, and nodded way too much, so I always have to cut a lot of that from my manuscript. So anyway, that's the first way that you can look for words that you are showing and telling, using to show and tell too much. And secondly, I want to encourage you to distinguish, first off, all of your showing and telling. If it is showing versus telling, see which one you use more or less. You want to show more than tell. As I mentioned in the lesson, the only time you want to tell more is maybe in scenes of suspense where you need to pick up the pace. But anyway, first, if you're curious, is this too much, is this too little, look at what you have, determine if it is showing or telling. Hopefully it's showing, and ask yourself, what do I see when I see someone with this emotion or doing this thing? Let's use anger as an example. What do you see when someone is angry? Do they clench their fists? Do they tighten their jaw? Do they narrow their eyes? Do their cheeks get really red? Also ask, what do you feel when you are angry? And how long do those emotions last? How long do those actions last? That should give you a good foundation on how long you should persist in showing versus telling. Are you over showing? Are you under showing? And if it's a suspensey scene, are you over telling or are you under telling? So hopefully these two tips will help you as you proceed forward. Again, first off, look for words in general that you overuse. Determine if they are showing or telling, and cut accordingly. Honestly, any words that you use over 100 times in a manuscript should probably be cut unless it's like an article, a or the. And also, second of all, look at the showing and the telling that you do have, and measure how long it is, measure what kind of details you include. Is it realistic? When you look at someone who is angry, does it follow that same pattern in your book? When you feel angry, does it follow that same pattern in your book? And that should give you a good way to gauge how much showing and telling you should put in each scene. So that's all I have for you guys today. Again, check out the lesson number 12. There's a link below. The dangers of showing versus telling, and we will see you again next week. Thanks, guys.